audio? We got audio? All right, then let me try this again. Hello, everyone. What is up? How's it going? Welcome to Bingothon Summer 2022. This time for sure. This time with audio. It's been a long time. It's been a wild ride, but hey, here we are. We're live. We've got a schedule to start in. Yeah, we were
About 10
supposed to
minutes,
start
I think,
5 minutes ago, but hey, who cares about the little details? We've got a schedule full of awesome runs and full of awesome bingos. My name is Floha258. I am, I guess, one of the guys that keeps the show running. And with me on this side, I hope you can see that, I have the other guy that keeps the show running.
Hello. I help run the show with that other guy. But yeah, this marathon actually it's probably been the least amount of time we've had between two marathons when I think about it, since we had UER like just a few months ago. But yeah, here we are now with summer 2022. We've got an amazing schedule coming your way, and you can see it by typing !schedule in the chat. And so for those that don't know, this particular marathon will be in benefit of Médecins Sans Frontières, or Doctors Without Borders in English, who are doing great work internationally in various crises. This includes, of course, obviously this is the one you'll hear the most about is obviously what's going on in Ukraine, but there's also a lot of work they do outside of that. And all funds raised during this marathon will be going towards, I believe, their emergency relief funds, which helps them provide support for any crisis that happens around the world. So it's definitely all going to be going towards an amazing cause during this weekend. And I'm looking forward to see, everything that's going to be done with that. And I think Flo will have something to say about that because
Of course.
some of you who are looking at the Omnibar might see that there's already something.
Yeah. We're getting to that later on. But additionally, towards an awesome charity, we've got, of course, some amazing incentives to go along with. Like, what would Bingothon be without incentives? I mean, hey, we've got some amazing incentives here. This time around, we've got it a little different. We'll release the incentives gradually over time, so that there's only always a little bit, so you don't get overwhelmed by all the amazing incentives there are right from the get-go. But we'll only have a few incentives open at a little time, so there is sure something to pick your eye from that. And of course, if you're donating, you couldn't be donating without prizes. And for that, let me do a quick GDQ impression here. All right, sorry, that had to be. We've got prizes. We've got prizes. Like, look at this amazing mug that you could win, for example. Like, look at it. Isn't it just awesome? And you too can be an owner of this awesome mug. If you donate, I believe, a minimum of $10 during the event. I hope it is $10. Sometimes I'm not quite as prepared as I think I am.
It should be $10, yeah.
Yeah, you can win this amazing mug for only $10 minimum donation towards Doctors Without Borders. So if that is something you're interested in, definitely do get a donation in during the marathon. All right, that is enough plagiarized. Yeah, of course. Also, we've got some other amazing prizes. And for that, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Team 17, who are sponsoring some amazing prize packs. And I don't have the list of them right now. See, sometimes you could just be prepared, even though you're not.
I've got them up here. Would you like me to read them out?
Yes, please.
All right. So, as Fum just mentioned, our sponsor for this event is Team 17, and they've provided some amazing prices. So, at first, they've provided quite a few packs that are themed. This includes, for instance, a couch co-op pack. By the way, they will all be provided as Steam keys, and that includes Moving Out, Overcooked All You Can Eat, and Rogue Heroes Rules of Pesos. There is a Metroidvania pack, which contains Blasphemous, Monster Sanctuary, and Yakuza Island Express. There is a roguelike pack, which contains Going Under, Neon Abyss, and the Serpent Rogue. Um, then there is a speedrun starter pack. So I'm thinking a lot of people might like this one, which contains Greek Memoirs of Azure, Super MacBot, and Ukulele and the Impossible Lair. And finally, there is a strategy pack which contains the Age of Darkness Final Stand, Before We Leave, and Hammer Think. And of course, alongside that, they've also included a grand prize in which the winner can choose any 10 of these games. So definitely keep an eye out for these prizes if that interests you, because there's a lot of value in them. And once again, all provided as Steam keys by Team 17. So thank you for supporting the event to them. In terms of other prizes, we've also got as the main Bingothon grand prize. We've got Mario Strikers Battle League digital copy from Nintendo Switch, which is minimum $50. So definitely keep an eye out for that. We've got a bingo game, like an actual physical game of bingo that's provided by the DM Panda for $15. And there's also Golden Devil who provided, who was willing to provide a digital copy of Fire Emblem Warriors: Three Hopes. So definitely, there's a lot you can potentially gain from your donations beyond just being then, of course, donating towards an amazing cause. Then I'm trying to think where you probably are here for the games and not just for our talking faces. So I think it's time we should, unless you have any other things you want to say, Floa.
No,
Um,
absolutely not. I agree with you that I think it is about time we get the show on roll. So yeah, let's give it up for Rammstein with Final Fantasy V Career Day and a Blackout Bingo to start things up.
Doctors Without Borders was formed in 1971 in France by doctors and journalists who'd worked in the famine and war in Biafra, modern-day eastern Nigeria. Their aim was to establish an independent organization that focused on delivering emergency medical care quickly, effectively, and impartially for people most in need. That's what we've been striving to do ever since. And today, Doctors Without Borders, which is known internationally by our original French name, Médecins Sans Frontières, or MSF, is a global organization. At any given time, we have literally tens of thousands of staff operating in more than 70 countries. Right now, we are more than 30,000 professionals who come from every corner of the planet. These are some of the faces of my colleagues, a cross-section of people who work for Doctors Without Borders around the world. Most international staff are deployed for months at a time, depending on the needs, the circumstances, or a field worker's skill set. We are doctors, nurses, midwives, and other healthcare professionals. We are builders, organizers, and problem solvers. We're multinational, multicultural, and multi-talented. In a sense, we're a lot like you. So now let's talk about what we actually do. Broadly, Doctors Without Borders delivers emergency aid to people in need. People affected by armed conflict, natural disasters, and epidemics, or people who have been denied medical care for political reasons. Our actions are always about our patients. Each person is treated with humanity and respect. We're independent from political and economic agendas or anyone's military objectives, and we believe deeply in neutrality. Doctors Without Borders does not take sides in an armed conflict or make statements about who's right and who's wrong. We're also impartial. Our actions are based on what we have independently verified as the needs of our patients. We treat people regardless of race, religion, or political affiliation. It's our ability to translate our principles into action that sets us apart.